Hello everybody, my name is Sophie and welcome to this reading vlog. Yes, it's true. I did read Icebreaker, and yes, it's true. I did give it 1 star. If you know me, that's nothing new. I do rants. Look at my Goodreads. It's not looking good. The reads that I'm reading are not good. So you can watch this video and watch me descend into madness as I read the romance book that everyone loves on TikTok, and I'm genuinely flabbergasted on how that is the case. There will be a review coming up in the next couple of days, of course, for the book, in case you want to hear my in-depth thoughts, because this is just me reacting to the book. So make sure to check that out when it comes out. And maybe subscribe if you also want to hear my really great thoughts on Iron Flame that's going to come out in a few days. I'm going to be reviewing it, and you already know what's coming. I already know what's going to happen. It's not going to be good. Also, I want to give a shout out to my members, my book haters. My book haters are Haley B, Ashley Ranger B, Mrs. Preminger, Trinity ELW, Clara S, Kushimita, Deja, Book Banshee, and Queen Sif. I love you guys. Book hater nation up, as Book Banshee said. Shout out. All of my members get early access to all of my videos. They get to see them a day early before they release. So if you really want to see the Icebreaker review or the fucking Iron Flame review early, then maybe consider becoming a member. You also get a shout out, and you get to vote on my next reads, and you also get exclusive content such as my Ruby Red movie commentary that is only available for members that I did a few years ago. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe consider joining the book haters. Love you guys. Love everybody. Love to everyone. Peace and love. I'm going to be gone over the weekend, and I'm gonna come home on Sunday, but I'm probably gonna be reading. But since this is a reading vlog, I feel like I kind of have to update you because I already started reading it. I mentioned in my last reading vlog and in my last review, my members voted for Immortal Longings as my next read, and it was kind of a tie at one point between Icebreaker and Immortal Longings. And so my dumbass was very confident, and I said, okay, who the fuck wants me to read Immortal Longings? I'm gonna start reading Icebreaker. I'm prepared. But then Immortal Longings won, and I was kind of embarrassed. So I started reading. I started reading Icebreaker. I was 2 chapters in, and at this point, right now, right here in this very moment, I'm 13% done with the book. And I think it's a little bit over 400 pages. Nothing has happened yet at all, actually. I don't think anything is going to happen at all. I did one update on Goodreads when I was 10% in, and then I just said, did this have an editor or not? Because it doesn't read like it did. I'm gonna find out probably once I read the acknowledgements, but it reads very convoluted and very first draft-ish, which I expected. Peace and love. I also talked about Icebreaker before in one of my book cover podcasts. I don't know which podcast episode that was. I talked about book covers and how I think romance book covers are misleading and can lead younger people to read extensive explicit smut. And Icebreaker does fall into that category, so I know there's explicit smut coming. I just don't know when and if they are coming. I don't know, I think the main character's name is Anastasia. You know, now the question arises. How do you pronounce that? Anastasia? Yes, of course, like the 50 Shades of Grey bitch. I know. In German, Anastasia is Anastasia. So let's see how that's gonna go for me. I don't really know what to tell you guys about it. She's an ice skater, and I think the book actually, that's an important thing to mention, was written by a person that is from the UK. And she's writing about the American college experience. And I don't know if she went to American college. She doesn't post her face anywhere, which is really interesting. Why? Are you embarrassed? So I'm not sure if she has like first-hand experience on the college experience, or if she's just kind of writing it because she liked the movies. The American movies. For me, and I don't know if that's because I know that she's not American, or because it's true, it doesn't really come across as genuine. Like, I just don't feel like college is the way she is writing it so far. And also, Anastasia is like an ice skater, right? She's super good. She's super fixated on her weight because of that. Counting her calories and everything. She has an eating disorder, I think. And the love interest is a hockey player. And I forgot his name. It's something very American, like Ryan. Oh no, I think her hookup dude's name is Ryan. So what else is there? I forgot his name. It doesn't really matter. The thing is, she writes about all of the people in the hockey team and then all of the friends they have that are not in the hockey team and a lot of side characters. And I was reading a scene where there was a party and I just didn't know who was who. I didn't know which character's perspective I was reading. I didn't know who was speaking. She kept mentioning names and I'm like, who is that person again? I just don't know who anyone is because they all feel like the same person. They all talk the same. And she just doesn't make a really good job at differentiating them. I feel like I'm getting stuck on my words. I feel like I'm very lisping today. I don't really know what it is. I think my English is rusty. That being said, I'm 13% in. Nothing has happened yet. The plot is that the ice skaters and the hockey players have to share a rink because apparently there's two, which is a lot. And that is apparently an issue because I'm not sure. Because to me, I was just like, okay, just split it up. They get in the morning, you get in the evening or some shit like that. Like, it's gonna work out. It's gonna be fine. You're not on the fucking rink all day. Whatever. That's the plot. And that's the tea for how Anastasia, oh my god, it's gonna be really hard for me to remember how to say the name. Anastasia and her boyfriend, hockey player, American man, Ryan, who's not Ryan. What's a very American name? Why can't I remember it? Maybe his name is like Dylan. I don't know. I don't remember it. So I'm not sure when I can update you next and how much I will be reading over the weekend. I'll try to contain myself just so I can properly vlog it because I'm not taking my camera, peace and love. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Hello everybody and happy Halloween! Woo! It's Halloween tonight, guys. Are you excited? Are you celebrating? I don't really know what there is to celebrate. So, just let me know. I'm going out tonight with my friends and with my boyfriend and we had to do a last minute costume because we thought we were going to be 3 people and now we're 4 people dressing up together. My boyfriend excluded. He's doing his own thing and we couldn't figure anything out and so we decided on Mean Girls. I'm going to be Karen. So I'm just going as all pink. So I don't think anyone's going to be able to recognize it. And I'm not even sure if people are going to be able to recognize it if we are in the full group. But alas, whatever. That's why all of my clothes on the bed. Okay, there's just one thing. That's my pink skirt. And then I'm wearing the pink shirt. And then I have to take a shower soon. Because I have to straighten my hair. And it's not looking very nice. It's hair wash day as always. But of course you guys want to know about Icebreaker. And I don't want to tell you about it if I'm being honest. Because I'm having a terrible time. Actually, now that we are gathered here together, maybe I can read a little bit and react to it because the last chapter that I ended on was them having disrespectful sex. Derogatory. I'm 34% done. I felt like I was like 50% done, okay. Honestly, I'm having a very, very, very hard time understanding why this book has such a good rating on Goodreads, and I'll tell you what the rating is. 4 stars. That's better than Immortal Longings, which I just read. And I don't know what to tell you about it because there's nothing happening. Someone said, oh, is this one of my friends on Goodreads? Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, well you said. My favorite sports romance book up to date. Loved the plot and loved the characters. I love the writing style. Everyone should read this. I disagree with you, but you know. Agree to disagree. The thing is, there is no plot. I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of the book because I also didn't read the synopsis, so maybe it says there, but I didn't read it. But there's nothing happening. Nothing is happening. They are fucking. It happened really fast. We went from she hates me to him eating her out to him fingering her in the Uber with all of like their friends in the Uber, and then she gave him a blowjob and then they had sex twice in the same night. So, actually all of that happened in the same night, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't remember. No, it didn't. I lied. Whatever. It's like, the dude is like, oh, I want to get to her. She's so cold, she doesn't want me right away. That makes her so attractive to me that I have to fight for her. But then, she let him eat her out, like, 2 days after they were fighting. So I don't really know. He's a little bit delulu, but aren't we all? Let's see what's gonna happen now. I stopped reading mid-chapter. Well, that's interesting. Oh my god! I have to go to the mall on Thursday to get a Halloween costume. It's perfect! Spooky vibes! Halloween everywhere! I didn't even know. Maybe we're getting Halloween sex. It's great. Can't wait. In a costume? I don't want to read this. Greeting me with a toe-curling kiss that sends a shiver through my entire body. Huh? What is a toe-curling kiss? Maybe I just have never received one, which would be kind of sad, but... like, a toe-curling kiss? How good can it be, bitch? What the fuck am I reading? The thigh holding I can deal with. I can't deal with the patterns and the occasional squeeze. That shit is making my vagina scream. Oh, I love reading. I picked the best hobby. I don't even know how to put that in my notes. What do I say about that? I'm just gonna write question marks. I didn't even finish the sentence. And I'm not sure she's ready for the consequences of being a horny little slut again. Talking about your vagina in third person? Oh, she's adopted? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, girl, but this is so, not a lot. She was adopted, and she tells Nate, oh, it's like, I have a planner for everything, and it's like a big part of her life. She has a planner where she plans out everything. And then she's like, I don't know if I should tell you this. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's like a little heavy, a little deep for that. And then she literally just tells him, I have a planner for everything because I felt a lot of pressure when I was younger because I have anxiety. And then I went to therapy and she told me that that would help me. I think that's something that I would just share on a Tuesday afternoon even, like right now, because it's Tuesday afternoon. I think the only thing we're missing right now is someone getting beat up. Nate doesn't let me leave. Instead, he leans over and kisses the life out of me. For 20 minutes? That's so boring. Why aren't they having sex? In exchange for a hot chocolate with marshmallows, yesterday Henry gave me a very detailed account of that's not how you do a sentence structure. Don't worry guys, they've agreed to hang out at his place now instead of going to the mall for the Halloween costume. So I hope we get some earth-shattering, mountain-shaking sex like Akatar. Recommend this book? Definitely not, girl. How do I remove what I marked? I did it on accident. Stop! Help! 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 I can't do anything. Whatever, now I just have a random marked page. Being with Stassi completely sober might be my new favorite thing. Okay. Alcoholic. Eh? What is this? She has opinions and interests. Beneath her obsessively organized and competitive nature, she's a woman who just wants to do all. Well, maybe both. There's so much tell not show, because like what the fuck am I supposed to do with the information? Show me, tell me about it. You're just being so general, I don't believe it. These characters, they don't feel real because you don't give them any depth. You talk about them like they do have depth, but you don't give me any examples. You don't show me on the page. You're just telling me. Bitch. He doesn't have any body fat. Okay, king. One big ass bowl of boneless wings and cheese fries. America! Oh. They just ate a big ass bowl of boneless wings. They get to his room after finishing it and she immediately starts making out with him. Her breath smells like cheese. Nasty. Yes, finally. I had to read 4 more %. Oh wait, they're not fucking? Why not? I thought this was gonna be a sex scene. It's not. I'm fucking desperate to be inside of her. It's all I've thought about since Saturday night. Okay, Green. Does he do any studying? I freaking love Halloween. Why are we saying freaking now? Why are we censoring ourselves when we're already talking about ass and penis? And we're still using freaking? I will put a baby in you right now and you'll be stuck teaching bratty little skaters. I need to take my birth control. You better. Oh my god, is she gonna get pregnant later? Desmond talk about pregnancies the whole book. Big Halloween party just like me! Yay! Love Halloween. I'm gonna be sweating my ass off tonight. You guys know I have a sweating problem. I wanna know their costumes and then I'm gonna take a shower. Oh my god, they're dressed as minions. The hockey team. Oh. I would not talk to my boyfriend for a considerable amount of time if he showed up as a fucking minion. Oh, okay, never mind. Nate is Gru. Makes it better, I guess, if he's not a minion. She's dressed as one of his hockey players on his team for Halloween. Not even him, his friend? Why? Why make it hard for yourself? That's what I waited for? Ass. Not that my idea was much better. Our idea. Did you know how hard it is to get a costume for 4 people? Like a matching group costume for 4 people? 4 people is a lot of people. Do you guys really want that? I mean that with peace and love. He's so jealous right now, but still tender and soft when he's dragging her because, you know, he's a good guy. He's so jealous of her wearing his teammate's jersey for Halloween. Is it that deep? You know what I mean? I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if my boyfriend was like mad. I would be like, okay, King, is it that deep? I don't think it's that deep, you know? Jealous men are so silly. I'm so fucking angry with you. Okay. You know, if that's his only issue in life, I'm jealous of that. If I wasn't dripping wet before, I am now. Okay, King. I mean, Queen. Sorry. I feel intoxicated by him. Okay. It's unbelievable. The man is dressed as Gru, for fuck's sake. What am I reading? How much do you like being able to walk straight? Because he has a massive cock, by the way. I didn't mention it before. His cock is like painfully large, you know, as long as my fucking arm. He sticks the whole fucking thing in. Oh man, was lese ich? The orgasm comes out of nowhere and hits me like a freight train. Okay, you nasty bitches marking this. 794 people marked this quote. I'll read it out to you. You think you can get under my skin? Do you think I don't see the little game you're playing? It's my cock you come all over. Even when you want to put another guy's name on your back, it's my name, you fucking scream. Why are you guys marking this? Like, unironically, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it ironically. Because I have to do a fucking review. But you guys! He's destroying me! Oh my god, slow down. And is ready for him to make me disintegrate? Girl, are you dying? I smell like sex and I have sex hair. Oh man. They were just doing one position. How bad can it be, you know? You weren't even lying down, you were standing up. How bad can it be? Oh no! Her skating partner has an injured arm on the Halloween party. At least she had the sex before this news, you know. Because I don't think it would have happened after. What? Anyway, I feel like I need to cut my hair a little bit before I go out for Halloween tonight. Thank God I have these scissors. When I was in high school, I always used to dye my hair myself and cut it myself and everything. I was that one friend, you know. Everybody has that one friend that always does shit to their hair. But now I know how much it costs to fix it at the hairdresser, so I've learned. But you know, a little cutting won't hurt. You know what? I was actually at my old work today, and I used to work at the supermarket, and I was at the cash register, and my old colleague, she goes, "Are you on vacation at the moment? Like, are you not at work at the moment?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, I haven't seen you in a while, like, what's going on?" And I was like, "Bitch, it's been 2 months. I'm not working here anymore. I haven't worked here actually for like 3 months because I was sick, you know?" And she was like, "Oh, that's why." I was like, "Girl, 3 months?" And you were like, "Oh, she on vacation?" Perfect. Let's see. Okay, actually, I can't be bothered to keep reading. I'm 41% done now. And what just happened is probably like I don't even know, like the second half plot of the book. Anastasia's skating partner was injured and he claims that it was Nate, her boyfriend. And her skating partner is a bitch. We don't like him. He's being really mean. He's like the main character of the story, but she's not realizing it. And he says, "Oh my god, look at my dead hair." That's not what he says. That's me. He tells everyone it was her boyfriend, not boyfriend Nate, who keeps fucking her, that injured him. Is it the truth? I don't think so. No matter what I film, I always end up sitting here. I'm just not doing anything. I'm 81% done with Icebreaker, guys. Round of applause for me. Thank you. It's so bad. It's so bad. This author literally tried to do a death scare of the main character, Because that's how little plot there is in a fucking hockey romance. We did get the promised beat up that I was predicting earlier, that there was gonna be some fighting, and we did get some fighting. But the last 80% I saved for you guys to read together with you. But I want to do a separate update right now, just to update you what's been going on in the book. Quite frankly, not much has changed. It's still plotless, and by that I genuinely mean that there is no plot line that we are following. There's nothing that we're working towards, you know? It's so interesting to me how you can write a book and it's literally just them doing different things together, like spending Halloween together, spending Christmas together, spending New Year's together, her almost fucking dying in the lake. She almost drowned in an ice over lake, cause whatever. And all of those things, and that's it. That's literally it. I think that that's crazy that you were able to write a book like that and then also publish it and have people on BookTok go crazy for it. BookTok is such a hoax. Every romance book I've read has been ass, and I can't even like begin to imagine how many more there are waiting for me. No, but it's genuinely upsetting because I'm sure that there's great romance books out there, okay? But I'm also sure that BookTok is not promoting them and you're not getting to read them, and so you just read poopy books like this and you think this is the, how do you say, epitome of romance books. But there's so much more that you could be reading and you're focusing or you're staying with this instead, and that's so sad. I'm not accusing you specifically, I'm just talking about the people that are on BookTok and hype everything on BookTok. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, it's really bad. And before people come and start arguing with me, don't. I'm not in the mood. I'm PMSing. We have this underlying plot of the fact that she has to, and by she I mean the main character Anastasia, she has to go to this, not hockey, the what does she do, ice skating competition, and her partner is injured and she's now working with her boyfriend instead, who's not allowed to play for his hockey team anymore because he confessed to hurting her skating partner, even though he didn't do it, just so nobody else would get in trouble because he's such a good guy. And that they're training together, and that the plot is they're working together towards the goal of, I don't even know, because I'm just making this up. I'm not making it up, but it's not clear if they want them to skate the full routine together instead of her other partner, or what the end goal of this whole arrangement is. Is it just for her so she can train until her partner gets better, or what is it? We don't know because it's not clarified. It's literally just a book so a hot man with a humongous cock and a pretty woman can fuck. And I mean that very derogatorily. I mean it in a bad way. He's so pretty. There's no fat on his body. He looks like a Greek god. He looks so muscly toned and he's so hot, and she's so skinny with a big ass and big boobs, and she's also naughty and dirty, but then she's also so sweet and you wouldn't expect. I can't fucking hear it anymore. I also don't think that their narratives sound very different from one another. We have like both of the main characters' narratives, and they're so similar in the way that they think and speak, and I don't think she did a good job of separating them. I don't know if this was the author's first book, probably. We don't know because she never showed her face. Maybe she's published under a different name before, but I think she should just publish under no name and not publish at all. I'm sorry. Anyway, we'll finish the book tomorrow, I promise. I have work tomorrow at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. It's not my favorite. I'm just very excited for next week. For the 7th of November. I'm gonna go to the bookstore tomorrow, which tomorrow's the 3rd, and see if maybe they accidentally put out Iron Flame or the Lightlark sequel early, because last time I went there, they actually put out Swordcatcher, which is Cassandra Clare's new book. They put that out like 1 or 2 days early. And so I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna get lucky. I don't think I am, but I'm just gonna check. How cool would that be? I could just start reading it immediately. Not that I want to. Not that I want to spend 30 fucking euros on it, but a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. You know what I mean? Love you. See you tomorrow after work at 5 a.m. Let's see how happy I am then. Let's finish this book. Are you ready? Since I'm always filming from the same position, I thought let's switch it up. To make it more interesting. This is my desk. Don't judge. I'm going through it. So, I'm 81% done. I'm not sure what the rest of the book is gonna be. What's gonna happen. Right now, they are in Nate's home. They are now officially boyfriend-girlfriend. They said, I love you after 3 months. I don't know what like a reasonable time is to say I love you, you know, because I don't date. It happened, I think, really quickly for the fact that she did not want to commit. And that she was like, I don't want a boyfriend, I'm scared of commitment, blah, blah, blah. And then she has a boyfriend and they do it raw. But who am I to judge, you know, whatever. They're in his home in Colorado, wherever the fuck that is. Sorry. And they stayed there because they thought that his dad and his sister, because his mom is dead, that they were on vacation somewhere warm and that they had the house to themselves because his dad is rich, you know? And they're not alone anymore. She almost died in the lake. I mentioned that. She almost drowned, but she didn't. And then his sister came back with her dad while he was going to get sloppy toppy on the kitchen counter. And now they went out to dinner to get to know each other, obviously. And his sister, who is a skiing prodigy, said, I want to eat a burger. And then the dad said, because the dad is evil, he said, no, you're not going to eat a burger, you're going to eat a salad. And then the sister said, fuck you. And then the girl, Anastasia, she said, it's so on the nose. It's like so in your face because she was struggling with her eating throughout the book and then realized that carbs are not the enemy and that she can eat more and still be successful, which is great. So she's like, no, if she wants a burger, she can eat a burger. One burger isn't gonna throw her whole meal plan through the loop. And it's like exactly a conversation she had in the beginning of the book, and it's like so... You know how it's written? It's written like someone was trying to write a script for a movie. Like, this is a movie script, but a bad one. But it's like a movie. Writing a movie script and writing a book are two different things. When you're writing a book, you have to be a little bit more eloquent, and she does not come across as eloquent. And also, you know what I was thinking about? This is like fetishizing Americans. Because as far as I'm concerned, the author is British. That's what it says when you Google it. Okay, we're just going off of Google. A 36-year-old woman fetishizing Americans and the American college experience. College experience, yeah. That's what it reads like. I was taking my nap earlier after my work, and I was like in bed, I was like, how do I feel? How do I feel about Icebreaker? And that's what came up in my head. And I think it's very accurate. Writing about partying the whole time, having disrespectful sex, a rich hockey player, and a ice skating girly. I don't think this is like what college is like. You know what I mean? I don't think she knows because she didn't go to American college or college at all. We don't know. We don't know anything about her. So I'm 81% done, and I don't want to make this video too long, guys. You know, I don't want to make it too long. So let's see what else is gonna happen. They're having sex? I was skimming! I was like, what's going on? Love is pouring out of him. Every touch soft and caring. Every look and motion specifically designed for me, for us. And when he sinks into me, making me writhe beneath him. Shut up! I can feel him in my bones? That's not how sex works. What? Your grandfather was a bastard, for lack of a better name for him. He was very hard. His cock? What is going on? Stassi's New Year's resolution is to read more? I thought she was a smut reader. It's like an explicit line in the book where he's like, oh, I've seen what kind of filthy books are on your bookshelf. So what's the truth? It's either or! You're reading porn in public, you're disgraceful. We've had this conversation. Why is this like news? Yes! Her skating partner is healthy again, so that means he's allowed to play for his hockey team again. He hasn't played hockey in like 50 million years. So that's good, I guess. I'm so excited for him. What the fuck? What's going on? These are such unnecessary forced fights. I feel like a peace and love, Hannah Grace, if you're watching this, if that's even your fucking name. You're not very skilled at making this shit flow. The fight they're having right now is him going to Canada to play for a fucking team, a hockey team in 6 months. And he's like, you can just live in the house with the boys, with the other hockey boys. And she's like, I think I'm gonna go back to my apartment where my skating partner lives who has been talking about me behind my back and calling me a slut, but I think we need to work it out so we can skate together. And then he's like, so we're not going to be skating together and you're moving out. Will I just be a Thursday night hookup then when you make time for me in your planner? It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's not very good at handling his emotions, I think. In my head, I wanted to say a whole lot worse. What the fuck is his problem? What if she makes up with Erin and doesn't need me? I want to build a life with her, one that'll exist when Maple Hills is a memory, so this feels like we're about to go backward. Why is he being so fucking dramatic? I don't fuck with this book at all, guys. This book is fucking ass. This other dude that's in the hockey team, his name is Henry. He's supposed to be like the cute, quirky guy, and he gets on my fucking nerves. I don't know if I mentioned him before. He's supposed to be like silly, and he always like he's the comic relief, and he acts like a fucking 5-year-old. I don't know what's supposed to be cute about that. You're a grown man. Act like it. He like says random things that are supposed to be funny, like a child, when a child says random things, you know? And then he's like, oh, I can't stop thinking about the fact that you almost died in the lake, and then I googled how many people get injured figure skating, and now I can't stop thinking about you dying. See a therapist. You're a fucking hockey player. That's more dangerous, I imagine. So now she's talking to her her skating partner who was injured and called her a slut. I feel swamped by other people's issues and emotions, which is hard since I have such big issues and emotions myself. Just like reading fanfiction a 12-year-old wrote, I'm sorry. This is so boring. There's nothing happening, guys. There's nothing for me to comment. The dude said, let's do couples therapy for skating partners that are not couples. And she said, okay. And that's it. That's all that's happening in the past 10%. I'm over it. They keep calling each other Bup. Bup. Is that like a common name? A common nickname of endearment? Bup? I don't know Bub. I don't call, you know what I call my boyfriend? His first name. You know, I don't call him Bup. Maybe I should start. Oh no, you're not going to like it. What she talked about in therapy. I'm so scared, guys. I'm so scared. Don't talk to me like I'm naive Nathan, she says, after living with a verbally abusive man for her whole college experience. Anyway. They haven't had sex in so long. This is so boring. That's the only thing keeping me going. And it's not happening. Okay, I'm 90% done now. Don't know what's gonna happen in the last 10%. But I will find out. But I'll make myself a tea first. You go get yourself a tea too. And then we'll read about the tea. I've returned with my tea of choice. Nettle tea in my pretty cup with a chair on it. I don't know where we have that. Why is there a chair on this cup? I have to say, guys, I wrote a little bit further. I really want to get it over with, okay? So what happens is he calls her a fat ass. Then she storms off. He storms off. She meets with her boyfriend. He says, I love you. She says, I love you. They make up. We kiss, we make up. And then she's home alone after he drops her off after their date. And then she messages him and she's like, I miss you so much. I'm so lonely. And he's like, you just saw me. Bitch. He decides to come over and I think they're about to have sex. Finally, I've been waiting for this one. And I flip the page and I have to read this atrocious line. He leans back against the pillows, letting me trail my fingers across the smooth, warm plane of his stomach, all the way down to his sweatpants. Gray, obviously, because Nathan Hawkins is a man who was most definitely written by a woman. I'm literally about to cry. What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that even mean? You're writing that in your own book? That's... I was gonna say pathetic. I don't like it. He was written by a woman because he wears gray sweatpants? And you're saying that about a man that you wrote as a woman in your own book? My nipples pebble under the heat of his glare? He's like... I know, baby, I know it's good. Okay, Mr. Confident? Do you think this woman has ever orgasmed? The author, I mean? Not by the way she's writing. And she calls her screeching phone a fuck nugget? What the fuck is what is a fuck nugget? What? What? Halloween, dude, he interrupts, holding up a hand. Aaron got hurt playing football with us. We were drinking and dicking about. Dicking about? Cocks out at the beach? Having a bonfire. Davy tackled him and landed on his arm. I didn't know he'd blamed you for that. What the fuck? He hasn't told us any of this. Well, didn't we think that something like this, like, was the reason? Why are we surprised right now? He's like, I can't even believe it. I'm so angry, but it's like, obviously that's what happened. Why else would he pull up injured and be like, and blame you? Like, it was very convenient to blame you because he doesn't like you. I don't know what the problem is right now. This is so shitty. He watches her skate, okay? Because it's her competition to qualify for something, or they're at nationals, or I don't know the fucking figure skating terms. Every second of it was perfect, not even a hair out of place. And when the applause starts, that's when Aaron takes her face in his hands and kisses her. Why would this dude act so jealous and hurt over her being with someone, seriously, if he didn't have a huge fucking crush on her and like went to lengths blaming him and everything, you know what I mean? The exit doors open behind us and I get the shock of my life when Nathan flies through them. Is he gonna punch him in the face? His fist smashes into Aaron's face, dropping him to the floor. Honestly, now they're saying that it wasn't because he had a crush on her, but just because that's what the people wanted and he wanted to perform. That's why he kissed her unconsensually, but I think he's in love with her. Because why else is he so obsessed? Peace and love. We're 96% done. It's 3 months later after this incident where she's decided to quit skating with her partner and she's saying, I'm going solo, I'm not skating with you again. I want to skate, but not with you, you're a bitch. And now we're just skipping 3 months ahead. I'm just so upset that this is so... No, actually, I'm not upset. I don't want to put my energy into this anymore. I'm just gonna accept it as it is. Oh, we're in the epilogue 2 and a bit years later. What does that mean? What does that mean? It could be 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 6 months. There's a big difference. I don't like that. So they're both 23 now because they were 21. Just imagine a 23-year-old now. Let's see what happens. Guys, she's pregnant. She's preggo. Pregnancy suits you. Ugh, I get the shivers when I think about pregnancy. At this point, she's only 23, 1 year older than me, and you know, to each their own. But she repeatedly said in the book that she didn't want to be pregnant. At least I think so. And now we get the epilogue with the fucking baby. Ew. I can't, like, I'm 23 soon. In 2 months. Ah! I'm old! Oh my god, it's the 3rd today. Today in 2 months, I'm gonna be 23, guys. 3rd of January. Everybody wish me happy birthday then. Put it in your calendar. It's a girl. A Stanley Cup winner. So he won the fucking hockey thing with his fancy team in Canada? At 23? Is that young? I don't know anything about hockey, so I don't know if this is like unrealistic. I mean, honestly, like, can I judge the book on realism? Not really. When he bought me my Range Rover, otherwise known as the Sorry I Accidentally Knocked You Up Mom wagon. Sorry I accidentally knocked you up. You've been doing it raw for all of your college experience. And she won gold at the Olympics in women's singles? Why does everything good happen to them? I'm fucking salty. Okay. She says, my pre-Olympic debut anxiety causing me to vomit up my contraceptive pill. I won gold in the women's singles. We celebrated a lot. On every surface we could get our horny little mittens on. Why do you have sex if you know that the pill is not gonna be effective if you vomit it up in 3 hours of taking it? That's just irresponsible, peace and love. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm all bump and boobs. Gigantic boobs that make everyone stare at my chest. I know how you feel. But I don't have to be pregnant to have huge tits. Let's wrap this up, guys. Let's wrap this up. My camera died last night, thankfully, because I didn't want to continue. But I did finish it. The way the book ends is by the dude proposing to Anastasia after they've flown to Cabo. I think that's a great ending to the book. She's pregnant, they have a dog, a golden retriever, of course. They're living the American dream. Which brings me to my review. I gave it 1 star on Goodreads. Could you have guessed? Maybe. I'm getting a little bit predictable. Maybe I need to switch it up and give something 2 stars. My review Of course, honestly, Sophie, my Goodreads, go follow me. After finishing this, I understand why the author doesn't show her face online. Embarrassment for the monster she has created. I didn't know if that was maybe a little bit too mean, because I kind of respect the fact that she doesn't show her face online, that she's so private. But then again, it was just great to kind of double down on that and say it's because she's embarrassed for writing this book. Because it's not a good book. The other option that I had for a review, and I was kind of debating between the two, was the fact that I feel like she fetishizes Americans. Because if it's really true that she's British, which I'm very like confident that this is the truth, she is so writing the book, how do I say, to kind of live out her imagination of what it would be like to be a successful college student in America with a hot boyfriend that lives the American dream and then wins the gold medal in the Olympics and then gets pregnant with a golden retriever and gets engaged in Cabo. You know what I mean? And so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know, it didn't feel like genuine. It just felt like like America fanfiction. Like, this is literally just romanticizing America, and I don't know if there's that much to romanticize about it. Peace and love to the Americans. Love you. Love you, not America. And that's it about the book, guys. There was no substance. I'm not sure why people enjoy this, what their reasoning is for it. Maybe because they just want to read a little book that's easy to digest, it's not very deep. They can just read it on the side and feel like they are in America. Like, it's also for them to fetishize America. I hope you enjoyed this. That's all I'm gonna say about the book. I want to give a little update for the videos that are coming up, okay? In 3 days, Iron Flame will be released, and I will be posting. I will be posting. No, I was kind of struggling with trying to figure out a time plan because I was not able to get Iron Flame early. Went to my bookstore, was hoping for the best or the worst, you know, either or, and they didn't have it out early. And I've been getting a lot of TikToks, especially, I mean, maybe even only of American people going to fucking Target or some shit and they put it out early. Some people were able to get it and some weren't. And it would have been great for me because I could have already started reading it now, because now I just have to wait for the next 3 days in my bed like this. How do you like this? And wait until I can get it on Kindle, because I'm not paying that much money for it. Peace and love. So I was in a dilemma because I don't know how to arrange the videos that I want to put out, because I want to get it out ASAP. Maybe on the 7th, when the book releases, you're going to get the Icebreaker review. Actually, I don't know. Around that time, maybe on the 8th, because the 7th would be for members and then the 8th would be for everybody else. So become a member ASAP. By that time, I'm already going to be reading Iron Flame, and then I want to get that review out really quickly. And also the Lightlark sequel review I want to get out really quickly. And so I think I will be skipping the reading vlogs, but I still want to film them. That's the issue. So I wanted to ask you, and this is probably going to be a poll for members, but you obviously can also just comment. Should I put the Iron Flame and Lightlark sequel reading into one big vlog? That's just like me live reacting to the book as I'm reading it, like I did with this book. Or should I completely skip it, or should I make it 2 separate videos? Because I was thinking maybe it would be a good idea if I put out the Iron Flame review, then the Lightlark sequel review, and then like to top it off or to finish it off, one big reading vlog with both of those books combined into one vlog. And so I will be skipping the next podcast episode or 2, but I do want to make a podcast episode about Fourth Wing when I finish reading Iron Flame, because I think a lot of shit is going to go down now that the sequel is coming out, and a lot of shit has been going down on TikTok, people talking about it, and that would be great to talk about. But just for now, because those books are coming out, I kind of have to skip them and focus on different content. Otherwise, you're just getting like a video every single day, and I don't think anyone wants that. Peace of love. Like, people are gonna get sick of me. But the reason I'm telling you this is so you know what to expect. You can put it on your calendar. Just so you know, Sophie's coming. And of course, again, if you want to see these videos early, you can consider becoming a member. And of course, again, shout out to all of my members. I love you. I just filmed the intro. In case you didn't notice, go back to the beginning. I just filmed it. And now I'm filming the end. It's crazy. It's crazy how editing works. Oh! Pulled up this picture on my PC. Don't look at it too closely. It's an edit with me and Reckless. My favorite esport player of all times. I have it as my Discord profile picture. I'm not a fan anymore. I don't really watch esports anymore, but during my hyperfixation, I don't know if I mentioned it before, just a little anecdote, I did get this chair, and it's the G2 Secret Lab chair. And the only reason I got this was because I was hyper fixated on League of Legends esports for like a year, and now I don't even play it anymore, so I'm stuck with this chair. But it's really comfortable. I love it. It was worth the money. So sponsor me. One little thing before I go, just to mention it, because I feel like in the vlogs I can talk a little bit more, and in the reviews I always have to cut everything that I kind of ramble about. Should I do like Vlogmas? I was thinking about that. I was trying to talk about it in another video, but I couldn't remember the word Vlogmas. But I think for booktubers it's called Bookmas, where they post every single day in December for like the first, like not the whole month, but like the first 12 days. I would have to start preparing that now and like plan it out. I don't really know what people do, but I'm planning on watching a bunch of you know what my me preparing for my YouTube videos looks like? I just watch other YouTube videos. That's just like, imagine if this was my job. I would just be watching YouTube all the time. What a great job. But alas, no. I have to work retail. Please watch the ads. I think that would be fun. I'm gonna watch a few bookmas or just reading vlogs from other people. I don't consume any book content other than TikTok, and so I don't really know what other people are doing. So I think I'm gonna get a little bit into that so I can spice up my vlogs too, because the whole vlog I was just sitting here reading. But it's like what I do, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm doing that much. So, but I could be, if you guys want me to. I love you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. The Icebreaker review is coming in a few days, not too long, don't worry. I have to get the content out, and then we're reading really exciting trashy books too, where I'm gonna lose my mind. So maybe I have to dye my hair so you can't see the grays that are coming from the stress. They're coming from right here. They're coming from right here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Maybe, hopefully, I'll see you in my next one. Stay happy, stay healthy. Peace and love. I love you. Bye bye.